I can't believe I remember this green text time. Be me, 17. Finally single after stupid high school relationship. Make a move on the girl everyone wanted, small town. She's into it and we go out on a date. All my friends can't believe it, chick is 9/10. Go to dinner and movie, she's dressed up and sexier than usual. Can't control myself, I wish we had a place to go later. She perks up, reminds me that she's 18. Oh. Anon, I can get a room. Spend the rest of the night making out different places, teasing the fuck out of each other. She's telling me all this shit about always being into me, but couldn't tell me blah blah blah. Blood pressure out of control, my dick is going to explode. Gets a $45 room at the Red Roof Inn near the beach. I'm texting my friends telling them everything and they cheering me on. Get to the room, she takes a shower. Taking peeks at her showering. Lay back in the bed getting ready. Full mass.jpg. 20 minutes pass. Everything cool? She needs a minute. 10 more minutes. Finally she comes out in a towel, drops it, crawls on the bed. Head game bananas. She stops and lays down, my turn. Get close to her crotch and stop. The stench of 50 dead raccoons in a hot desert dumpster hits me like smelling salts. I jolt back and shake it off. Whoa. Asks if I'm okay. Go back in for another whiff, because it's medically fascinating. Sour milk mackerel, fart spray, and band-aids. Holy fuck. What's happening? I'm off the bed at this point, audibly gagging and can't speak. Point at her pussy with my head, turned and get out, you need to take care of Yug. Throw my clothes on and bail. Bitch told people I forced her to get the hotel room, and I hit her lol. Be me. 20 YOC a lump in my throat. Not Adam's apple. Doesn't hurt at all. Decide to see doctor. Thyroid cancer, detected. Get surgery. Thyroid status, removed. Have to pop one synthroid pill daily. BC no thyroid. Get chemo to make sure cancer is gone. Get $10K hospital bill as well. Insurance only covers emergencies. Decide chemo was good enough. Goes to doctors and subsequent treatment. FFWD 2 years haven't seen the docs. Felt fine. Faggots start bitching they need updated blood work stats to renew my synthroid prescription. This completely derails my 1 pill day scheduling. Remember doctor saying that the pill is cumulative, so if I miss a day I could take 2 the next day. No problem. Eventually convinced docs to renew my script while I get my blood work tests. Raffle. They bought it. This happens a few more times throughout the years, always manage to get them to renew. FFWD 2022. Been about 4.5 years since the surgery. Been abusing the cumulative aspect of synthroid for years now. Regularly go weeks, even months at a time without it. Doctors are now adamant on refusing to renew my script through decimeters S with the hospital network at least, since I physically ghosted them. Figure COVID is perfect excuse to continue my anti-doctor visit crusade. Essentially tell one of their medical assistants that they're holding my medication at ransom until I comply with their blood work demands. Bitch tells me to fuck off and get the tests or go to the health department. My questions: is this perfectly legal behavior for a hospital healthcare service? Can they legally deny me a prescription which I physically need to continue living just because I refuse to continuously see them? How is it reasonable for them to think that denying me access to Synthroid is somehow better than allowing me access to my same prescription? Be me. Out and meet a girl I like. Introduce myself, have nice conversation, and get her phone number. Notices that her teeth are kind of yellow, and there's sometimes a typical bad breath smell when she talks, but it isn't too noticeable, so I don't care. End up texting a lot the following day and really hit it off. Ask her out, and she says yes. Look through her social media, see one picture of her, where she was smiling big. Teeth look piss yellow and gums are dark red. Wonder if she herself even notices or cares. On our date, her teeth looked normal, maybe it was the lighting. At one point I think I might have smelled something after she had been talking for a while, but other than that no problems. Think maybe she just went to the dentist and fixed whatever the problem was. Date ends, she doesn't end up wanting a relationship, but we're still on good terms. Month later, see her again. Decide to go and say hi, just to confirm no hard feelings. Walk up to her and say hi. She turns around and says hi, immediately hit in the face with one of the worst scents I've ever smelled from a human being. It's strong too. Of course she wants to see how I'm doing, And I don't want to be rude, so we talk for a long time. All the while I have to turn my head and inhale strategically. Feel I have to say something, but don't know how to put it without sounding rude. Ask her if she had been drinking coffee, hoping she'd get the message. She looks confused and replies no. Have you been drinking coffee? Don't know what else I can do, so just leave it. We say goodbye. Step outside, sit down and take several deep breaths just to keep myself from throwing up. Have never before in my life had a mere scent make me physically nauseous, but the one she was assaulting me with did the trick. Even today, just thinking about that stale, sour, coffee stench hitting the back of my nostrils is enough to make me gag. How does one go through life like that without anyone ever telling them? Be me. Dating for almost 2 years. Relationship was fine at first, I was treated well, I got to talk about my interests. Some time passes and my partner starts to increasingly shun me about my tastes and choices, but I don't mind. Somehow it ends up that I constantly fear displeasing my partner and unfold myself as much I can for everything to be perfect. Complains about everything. My music taste, that I'm weird, that I'm retarded, I'm dumb, etc. Says weird shit during fights. I'm glad I have a weirdo like you, this way I can do whatever I want. A normal person struggles when they don't want to do something. With you I don't even have to insist. My cat dies, and I'm told I only makes mistakes, made fun of, complains that I didn't say goodnight before talking about it. Goes through my phone, deletes any pictures that aren't deemed pleasing, even when I like them. Tells me I shouldn't talk to anyone similar to me, hints that I shouldn't talk to anyone in our classes at all if I'm alone. Other stuff I won't mention for brevity. Everyone that's left in my life tells me the way I'm treated isn't healthy. I decide to talk about stuff. Many times. Instantly regret everything I say during the fight. Partner tells me I'm wrong and gets angry when I stray a single step from the path desired. Apologizes afterwards and I feel like shit for being so evil. There's also redeeming traits. Funny person, sometimes understands about mistakes, very sweet, cares about how I am. Most of days we don't even fight, we stay home and do nothing, and surely I always laugh a lot. But we also did that as friends without all the stress. And people are getting fed up with me venting and then going to kiss boot soon after. I'm still not fucking sure if I'm a retarded asshole or not. I'm sure I'm talking to the void here, but this is the only place I'm 100% won't be biased and sugarcoat shit. Be me. 2 months ago. Meet Fairy Defton's type E girl of my dreams, reminiscent of my ex but way better. Hit it off amazingly, tell her I only want her platonically. All goes amazing for a week, she even gets kinda obsessed with me. Tell her I appreciate her a lot and I kinda like her. Immediately get ghosted. 3 weeks ago. Meet another girl. Kind of a street rat, but also super fun and rode my dick like a bike. She then tells me that she is actually 17. Tell her I still like her the same, and she is wife material. 2 days later, for no good reason, she starts ghosting me. 2 days ago. Start college and see this girl in my class that is fucking beautiful. Definitely got the vibe that I can get with her. Realize this is Tinder. Realize I have no idea how to walk up and make friends with someone in college. Nervous as shit that I might fuck it up. Don't know what to do. I'm fine with failure, but I'm tired of losing these bitches. Simply put. What the fuck do I do? What should I do to learn how to be a better conversationalist? Be me. Grew up with bad home life. Both of my parents would abuse me. Had behavioral problems at school. Ended up being diagnosed with conduct disorder. Parents paid little attention to the diagnosis and continued to make my home life worse. Ended up joining a gang by the time I got to high school and would frequently get involved with organized crime. Nearly dropped out of high school but managed to graduate with diploma anyway. Ended up leaving the gang and dabbling in drugs. Got addicted to cocaine and morphine. Ended up becoming homeless. One day while at a crack den, someone gave me LSD. Trip made me realize that I was going nowhere in life and was just generally an immoral person. Made amends with my parents and they took me back in their home. Got a part-time job. Not sure where I'm supposed to go from here. I want to try my hand at college, but I'm 29 and not sure if it's too late or not. Does she just want attention? Be me. Match with chick off Tinder. We speak briefly. Ask her for coffee and add her on Snap. Add her on Snap. She tries striking a convo. I set up a date for 3 days in the future. She doesn't open my message for 2 days. On the day she messages me saying she didn't see my message. Tells me she doesn't really have enough, but she is okay for next week. I message her saying okay cool, just hit me up when you're free, Desu. I thought she was looking for a free meal. Then she replies with okay, how was your day? The next day I tell her my day. Now she's asking me more questions about myself. I don't get it, Desu. Is she trying to just look for friends' attention texting buddies, or is she legit interested in me? One out of two. Be me around 5 years ago. Have psychotic breakdown and get sent to an hospital for treatment. This place is like a plain old clinic, but also has some novel treatment options. One of these options is a smaller subsection of the clinic where you experience assisted living with other patients in a shared apartment style of environment. During my stay I end up in this shared apartment and have a good time. Average amount of patients in the shared apartment is around 6, but because of a long treatment, I meet many different cool people. However, during that time I only share some Facebook contact info with 2 of them. One male and one female. Be all of us 3 having a good relationship with each other. I like it be from the start, and during my stay it feels like some form of a close mutual connection understanding between us was forming. But since clinic policy me foremost trying to get my own shit together, nothing serious really develops. Fast forward 5 years, have some hiccups during that time as the aftermaths of the psychotic breakdown, but generally feel really stable nowadays. However, randomly still have some really weird dreams that can fuck me up for a short time after waking up. One of the recent ones has been it, and waking up opens a whole can of repressed unopened feelings. I feel like shit for never really pushing further with her. I mostly wanted to be done with this chapter of life and therefore hadn't any contact with either A or B during those 5 years. But now it feels like a missed opportunity for a relationship. Be me. Be 20 at the time. Be in a practically safety college at the time for financial reasons. Become super jaded and realize degree path wasn't going to go anywhere satisfying. Can't afford to transfer to big state school for my desired degree. Have a ever-nagging desire to be a high-speed solider type and then go to school. Go full retard and don't go into a southern state's national guard. Enlists in the active army. Find out recruiter fucked me. Due to COVID both have to wait in a reception company for over a month and be in a recovery center. Due to the above mentioned things and some shit that won't be mentioned, leaves shortly after basic. Time passes, 6 months. Tries and fails to get into the Navy with waiver. Now waiting on a waiver for my state's NG. At this point I've now cumulatively wasted about 3 years of my life with nothing to show for it, can't effectively join about half the military, Navy said no and the Marines CG probably won't do to that. Can't afford to go to any 4-year without accumulating debt up out the ass, and I can't realistically join any local PD unless I lie out my ass due to DD 214. What can or should I do? I'm of the mind I should just end things. I've been living a lie for the past near year with nothing to show for it.